Okay, this is entering receipts into QuickBooks from an online source. In this case, we're going to do all the Kohl's ones. I've got QuickBooks open on this tab in this browser, and this is fine. It might be on dashboard when you start, but you just have to click on expenses right here. This is where you should be because we're going to add new transactions. The other thing, two things that I have open, I've got the I'm just going to add this X here because I just did that one. I've got the October purchases document. In column G, you're looking for the word Kohl's, and then you're looking for the ones that don't have an X. So this is one that wouldn't have an X. So I'm going to click on that. Let's do the one above it, sorry. Let's click on that, and I'm going to copy it. I like to do Control-C, do whatever you want. And then I'm going to go over to the Kohl's page. And I'm already logged in here. And I want to put search purchases, and I'm going to paste that in there. So that number that I just copied, that's an important number, and you'll see why in a little bit. So then it's going to load that down here. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to open it. Once I have that open, I can see that it's $33.19. We made the purchase on October 14th, and that they're kitchen towels. At this point, I try to remember those things as best I can. Sometimes I have to go back. I'm going to do a Control-P for print. I'm going to click on, and it should say save as PDF here. If it doesn't, you're going to have to change that. Once you do it one time, it does it. Now I've already opened up that document, the receipts document, but this is where it would be, and I'll help you get this set up initially. Receipts, Kohl's, October. And then right here in the blue area, I'm going to do a Control-V, or you can do a right click and paste. And I'm going to save the file as that name. Alright, so that's the first part where we open it up and we save it. And try to remember your $33.19, your October 14th, and your towels. Then I'm going to go back to QuickBooks. And I'm going to do a new transaction. So now this is the second part. We're going to enter it into QuickBooks. This is a new transaction. We're going to click on expense. I always start right here, $33.19. I've already done a couple of these, so the date is correct, but you're always going to want to check that to make sure it's right. The next thing that I do is I type in Kohl's up here in the upper left. When you type that in, you should get a drop-down box, and you should see it. That shouldn't be new. If it doesn't say Kohl's charge here, change it. Sometimes it might say PayPal or Cabela's Visa. It should say Kohl's charge. Once you do one, it usually stays there, so it should be fine. Reference number, click in over here. I do a Control-V for paste. I'm putting that same order number in there. In account, all of yours will be purchase-COS. You have to give it a second to load. Sorry, there I didn't. I hit the wrong key. So if I start typing in purchase, I can click on it here, let it load and tab, whatever. Description, just a general. So I'm going to put in kitchen towels. After we get all that done, down here, we're going to drop our file. So I'm going to click on that. It's going to open up, and it's pretty good. It's really good about this. It does this all the time. It's going to open up Kohl's in October, so the last place that we saved. You're going to click in File Name, and you're going to do a Control-V or Paste, and you go down and select the PDF. So it should be the same number, and it should be only one, and it should be a PDF. And you're going to click on Open. When you do that, you have to let this load. It just turned blue right there. Takes a few seconds because it's web-based. So that is the end of the second part. Basically, I've taken my information from Kohl's and entered it into QuickBooks. And I'm going to click on Save and Close. It's going to bring us back to that same page where when we're ready to do the next one, we'll go to New Transaction. The last thing, step 3 for this, after we're all the way done, is to come back to your October. By the way, I am doing Alt-Tabs between these. You can set them up as 3 tabs, however you want to do it. So here's the one I just did. We just entered it. I put my X in there. Now I'm ready to go on to my next one, which would be this one right here, and I would start the process all over.